Alright, so one minute wisdom from the Rebbe for today. So this week is Yutas Kislev. We know what the Alter Rebbe was in the middle of saying the words Pada v'Shalom Nafshi. He was freed from jail where he was originally sent for spreading Chassidus. Now what is the idea of Pada, being redeemed? It means that there is an opponent. There's someone who's challenging you. As if there is no enemy, no opponent, there wouldn't need to be the idea of redemption. And this is the idea over here as well. Godliness would be existing, only good, only clearly godliness. There would be no challenges, no enemy. And therefore they wouldn't be able to have the advantage of being redeemed. As when someone is redeemed, coming from a place of darkness, the light which follows it is much greater. Yisro Maamer and Choshech, specifically through the challenges, through the darkness, through the enemy, are able to have a much greater revelation. And that's the idea of Pada, that we are redeemed from a challenge. And this is the idea here as well in every single person's life, specifically through overcoming a challenge, are able to reveal a much greater light. Same is true as by a person, it's also true within the Torah. Torah originally comes from heaven, where it's spiritual, where the clear thing is godliness, and that's what everyone sees. However, when it comes to the world, what's clear is the physicality. And godliness is like a chiddush, it's something which is new, which you don't recognize. And therefore, Torah needs to be redeemed from this world as well. You have to redeem Torah through learning Torah, and you reveal the godliness within it, and make it the godliness should be a lot more practical than the physicality. And that's why when a person learns Torah, it has to be in a way that he's redeeming it. Pada, in a way that you're working with the physical world in order to take it out of there. And that's the idea of B'Shalom as well. As there's two ways of learning Torah. There's the revealed parts of the Torah where there's arguments, there's discussions, there's challenges. That's a little bit of darkness. It's a much bigger redemption. And that's why the Pasuk says Pada B'Shalom. It's in a way of peace. And that refers to the secrets of the Torah, where in the Pnimis of Torah, in Chassidus, there's no challenges, no arguments. Everything is straight. And that's the idea of clear light in the first place. And therefore it's B'Shalom. It's much more peaceful. And that's the idea of redemption. And you have to be able to have it in a way of mikrav, in a way of being close. As you have to work with the physical world. When you're davening, when you're learning, you have to think about the physical world to be able to refine it in a way where it's close to you. You're still thinking about the physical world while dealing with spirituality. And specifically through the challenge, you're able to reveal a much greater light. Just like the Alter Rebbe, through him being exiled, was able to reveal much more chassidus. So too we need to work right now through the challenges to reveal godliness and spread chassidus even more than ever before to reveal Mashiach. L'chaim, l'chaim.